I've been the target of this state persecution program, commonly called, referred to as government gang stalking of target widows, for more than a decade, which is saying 10 years. What is gang stalking for widows? It's similar to the Sarsetsen program that the German government had in the 70s and 80s. It's a program that works to destroy your life. And it takes your mind, it takes your body, your finances. And these people are recruited to be part of a flying monkey army who target me, both online and real life. So these people are put up to target me. Cyber stalking is part of target. So these people are put up to target me with cyber stalking. These people are put up to target me with real world stalking. So in this neighborhood where I live, these people are agents, work for this seeking program. They get sent out when I'm outside. If I go out in public, these people are sent out to walk the dog and do some subtle things, make me harass. There's people in this neighborhood that are agents. Not every person, but maybe 1 in 100 people. 1 or 2 in 100. So I'm the target of a secret persecution program that the government definitely has awareness and involvement in. Because a program like this couldn't go on for 10 plus years without the government having awareness of it. And since the government does not talk about it or work to stop it, that proves that they are complicit, they're part of it. So gang stalking is a government program. It's a government program. So I'm a Christian being persecuted, targeted with government gang stalking on widows. And a lot of the trolling and harassment I get on my YouTube channel is what's called narcissistic dog abuse tactics, where flying monkey agents who work for the program get sent to harass me and target me more or less subtle ways in the chat, work to push my buttons. And in my previous stream, I had somebody come in who's most likely not even be a Muslim, but it's like they're working to push my buttons. So it's like, oh, Mike has gotten really mad before when we sent a flying monkey, or just somebody came to his channel, like a Hebrew roots, fake Christian, somebody who's, that Hebrew roots is what I call people that teach. As a Christian, now in this dispensation, you have to use the Hebrew names for God, Yahweh, Yeshua, not Jesus, okay? You don't say God, say Yahweh or something like this. And you're not supposed to eat certain things. You had to return to the Hebrew dietary restrictions, Leviticus, Deuteronomy, which is not the truth. So if that was what God wanted me to do, I would do it. I don't have a problem with discipline. I'm very disciplined. So anyway, so since I got, this is how it works. Since I got mad when somebody came to my channel to tell me what to do, I'm not supposed to eat pork or shrimp. Okay. It's like, oh, there's a button to push now with narcissistic dog abuse tactics. So next time, let's send a bot cyber stalking account, somebody who's a gang stalking perp, into his chat when he does an unboxing and work to provoke his spirit and stir up his anger with grievous words. It's like, halal. I started doing unboxing. So here's what I got, my food bag, this, that, it's like halal, or haram, or something like this. Well, haram is the word for like forbidden foods in Islam, okay? And I'm a Christian, okay? And there's nothing that indicates that I'm a Muslim, okay? I don't wear like a Muslim garments. It looks like a dress that some people do, and like some like the hat that they have. There's nothing in my appearance that indicates I'm a Muslim, okay? I'm wearing a cross, a Christian cross, which Muslims don't, okay? And a person comes in and tells me it's haram, okay, as I do live unboxing, show my food. It's haram, okay? And I don't think that this is a real Muslim. I believe that this is a gang stalking operative, a government agent, flying monkey, cyber stalker, who got sent here to push my buttons and provoke me. And that's part of the harassment, daily provocations, harassment, and it's subtle. So I can tell I'm targeted, but people can't easily tell I've been targeted by a secret program. It could be something like a plumber. Next week, let's say I call my landlord, it's like, hey, my toilet is clogged. Okay. And it's like, okay, well, book a time. Can the plumber, does lunchtime tomorrow work for you? It's like, yeah, sure, okay. And then next day, the plumber comes. If you're taught video, you should expect that a person will have been recruited to be a fly monkey and have been instructed. When you're in this guy, his house working, he's allergic to perfume, spray perfume on himself right before entering his home. And it's something that I feel told about, and people can't see it. And it's like, even if it's like, well, okay, if people believe that he was stinking like a perfume shop when he showed up, it wasn't on purpose or something like this. It's like plausible deniability. Or it could be something like the program has used as a visual harassment team. It could be anything. Let's make something up. Let's say they used an orange as a visual harassment team for like a month. And it doesn't have to be something that's like super serious. It could be just anything they start showing you that is like a theme of harassment. Flying monkeys show up around you in real life and online. They got told by the narcissistic abuse program, psychopathic abuse program, gang stalking, put on a t-shirt with an orange on it before you go to this guy. It's like these people in this neighborhood, this is part of toilet tactics. So I'm not doing anybody a favor by kind of covering that up. Everything sounds crazy to the average normal if you talk about gang stalking. Just the basic facts that there's a program harassing people. So if I'm not going to like shy away from, like, and here are some of the tactics of the target program, because, well, that sounds a little bit more crazy than the baseline truth. The truth sounds crazy to a lot of people. 9/11 truth sounds crazy to people. So, anyway, here's the point. So, something that the point can do is, let's say somebody that you know is a flying monkey, a government gang stalking operative from before. And is there one of these people, same time at the exit, where it's like, I go out on my back and smoke a cigarette. And then it's like, oh, there's this neighbor, the same apartment complex, leaving at the same time. And it's like happening over and over again, where I go outside to have a cigarette, and this guy leaves after I go outside, so I will see him. And it's somebody that the mere presence, seeing the person, make me feel harassed. Gang stalking, see. So if I had an ex and I was a stalker, and I was like, she's like, I don't want anything to do with you, leave me alone. Okay. And then it's like, I show up outside her work. Let's say she's working like in a bank and she's by a window, that's her desk. And I show up smoking outside, standing there and looking at her. And to other people, this is a guy who's standing here in public smoking. But to her, it's like, this is a guy who's been abusive to me before. I don't want anything to do with him. And just my presence will make her feel stalked and harassed, see? And I know it, see? And then it's like, if she goes, hey, what are you doing here? Oh, it's just a coincidence. I just happened to be here and recognize you, and that's why I stopped. It's that my ex-girlfriend, see? And then it's like, all right. And then it's like, next day she goes shopping, and I'm sitting on a bench at her the supermarket where she frequently shops, smoking and just looking at her. Oh, this is like, oh, what a coincidence. You're here too. And just my presence, without me doing something like threatening her or getting in her face or shouting at her, she will feel abused and harassed. See? So this applies to gang stalking, where once you know that somebody's a flying monkey, their mere presence will make you feel harassed. See? Here's an agent, a flying monkey, who got sent to appear where I am to make me feel harassed and or do other things. So the mere presence is enough to make you feel harassed. And then on top of that, they can be instructed to do narcissistic dog abuse tactics. They can be told to use certain trigger words. Okay, they can be told to exhibit certain symbols. Okay, so something that they can do, let's say there's somebody's neighborhood that I know is a government gang stalking agent, and they're one of these people that a lot of times if I go out in public, this person will appear where I am and say, and it will be above statistical probability. So over time, like in a city or neighborhood, there'll be some regular stalkers that you recognize them. Like, this is one of these people that a lot of times when I go outside to have a cigarette or go shop or something like this person will appear where I am and do things that I'm supposed to be harassed by. So-called narcissistic dog abuse tactics. And then it can be, the programs will start working to have a sensitization theme, which means you know this person agent. Okay, let's say there's a certain person in this neighborhood that's an agent, a woman, okay? Let's say it's a woman, like a weird woman. Creepy, weird. The woman number one is ugly. She got worms crawling out of her ears. Obama and Hillary both smell like sulfur. Hillary's into really freaky, weird stuff, man. Okay? I'm so pissed. So anyway, that's the point. Alex Jones is a fake shit, by the way. But that song, that somebody, indie folk song, using audio clips on Alex Jones rants, he's a fake truth. I can't tell this is fake, by the way. So anyway, by the way, we're Cardinals king and man or chattel. Union boys will win the battle right away. Right away. Right away. No. Okay. We'll all go down to Dixie, away, away. This Dixie boy must understand that we must find his Uncle Sam away, away. Okay, yeah, whatever, that's the point. Let's not get carried away here with the entertainment stuff, okay. So anyway, here's the point. Yeah, so what is target tactics, if you talk the video, is I go out on my balcony and smoke a cigarette, okay. And say, oh, there's that person who I already know is a neighborhood game stalker. Because one of the people gets sent out when I'm out in public doing things that I'm supposed to be harassed by. Street theater is one of the target tactics. Where they get told to like show up in public and have like a loud conversation with somebody else using trigger words. Hello, South Lola. Okay. El macho chupapi maño. Okay. El guapo chupapi. Okay. Okay, how you doing? Good vibes only. This is not a good vibes only channel, so be warned, okay? Mike SAHA's channel is not a good vibes only channel. So I don't have a problem with good vibes, but a lot of times there's very bad vibes here. The baddest of vibes, okay? See? And sometimes the good vibes. And it's the nothing but the goodest of vibes. The goodest of vibes and nothing else. The most goodly good of vibes, okay? The goodliest of vibes, okay? So, anyway, a lot of times the Filipino women, they like the good vibes only content. And they make even like good vibes only titles from the streams, letting people know this is not a drama channel. This is not about like ranting about things you're upset about in the world and stuff like this. This is like good vibes, okay, fun and games, okay. And and like it's goofy, corny, happy-go-lucky type stuff generally. And it's not like, hey, let's talk about the Filipino president. Yeah, he's a scumbag or something. Yeah, okay, this is not the Filipino content. Okay. So anyway, don't expect good vibes here, okay? Now, I don't have a problem with you. I have a problem with some people start harassing me. So anyway, I was explaining the gang stalker persecution program I'm talking with, okay? And I'm going to carry on with that. So, we'll all go down to Dixie, away, away. These Union boys must understand that we must find his Uncle Sam away, away. We'll all go down to Dixie. Okay, where Cotton's king and men are chattel. Union boys will win the battle right away, right away, right away, up away. No. Okay, yeah. Okay, take care. I gotta carry on talk about gang stalking. So, talk about the target tactics, government gang stalking. What are the ways that I get targeted, not the targets? As an example, hypothetical, I go out on my balcony to have a cigarette, and I'm live or not, okay? Especially intense if I'm not live, so it's like I can't turn the camera. They get even weird if I'm not like live streaming. Because if I'm live streaming, I can't turn the camera and be like, look, they're doing this weird stuff, okay? So anyway, it's the point. But even if I'm live streaming, this happens. I go out on the balcony, smoke a cigarette, and there's like a door. Oh, there's that lady that over and over again, coinciding, time of events. It's like I go out to have a cigarette, and oh, she walks out after, like right after. I go out to have a cigarette. Oh, this woman walks out in her apartment and walks past me, and just the frequency, like how often it happens that I'm out in public and this person shows up in public. See? It in of itself can let a target know that this is one of these people. Now, the program will instruct the flying monkeys to not just show up where you are, but to show up where you are and do what's called narcissistic dog whistle abuse tactics, which basically means like a dog whistle on a dog that can hear, the secret lines of the abuser's hand acronym, where it's like, I'm the target of narcissistic psychopathic abuse. I can tell and like hear the communication. They have a loud conversation. It's like, that guy is a crazy person, or like they're on the phone or somebody, or talking to somebody. Yeah, that guy is a crazy person, or this. And it's like, yeah, this is like a theme with the gaslight. The fire monkey got told to say that, and it's like insinuation, innuendo, where it's like, oh, the narcissist via the fire monkey, narcissist psychopathic abuse is saying that I'm a crazy person, see. But the person just hears this conversation, it looks like a normal conversation. Where it's like somebody's having a loud conversation about some person is crazy. But I'm supposed to be, oh yeah, they're saying that. Do you understand? So, one of the target types can be people show up when you are in public. And now, so I've already explained how you can feel harassed and targeted just by somebody showing up where you are, a flying monkey. Now, the flying monkey can be instructed the handler will give like a t-shirt with an orange on it, okay? Let's think a picture of an orange. And sometimes I use banana, sometimes I use this, I can use whatever. It could be a monkey, it could be this, it could be that. So they will start working to create a sensitization theme and make you notice the pattern that a lot of times the flying monkeys will have a red hat on or a yellow t-shirt and a red hat or something like this. So a lot of times the people that you know already are flying monkeys, the sharper you are, will wear this, okay? They will have they call it green or something like this. And they can alter through. They can switch through. With like a lot of targets report is like a lot of red. They'll be using red cars one headlight. That's one of the target tactics too. Where one of the most commonly reported, like if you read about gang stalking, and there's a lot of people that fake TS online, okay? But people that are real TS be like, yeah, every time I go somewhere, it's like there'll be like 10 cars to one headlight in the opposing lane in like a 15-minute car ride or something like this. And that's not as, that's like too much to be chance. And a lot of times it'd be like a car that's red with a one headlight on it. So it just has one headlight, so you will notice if you, okay. So the program will use like visual things to create establish like sensitization. And sensitization doesn't have to mean that sensitization doesn't mean that you're sensitive to it. Sensitization can mean that you're detecting the pattern, see? Okay. So the sensitization doesn't mean, oh, I'm so sensitive. Oh. It means that you've been sensitized and conditioned to pick up on this pattern, see? So if you're not harassed this way, you're not noticing it, your subconscious mind is not, you're not paying attention to it, but they will be like, hey, notice that a lot of the perps are wearing a red hat and a yellow t-shirt. And over time, it's like you've been sensitized to notice this, okay? And you'll pick up on it. So the program can have software like they have a orange, they use that as a theme. And I can talk to you about how, like an example of how they can augment this just sending flying monkeys to appear where you are online in real life to make you feel harassed. And then on top of the mere like presence of them make you feel harassed because you know the flying monkey from past experiences or the behavior right now of the person. Even if it's like first time, sometimes like, oh, here's a new perp. It's like regulars if you live in the city. And there's going to be people that like are in the supermarket shop where you can tell, oh, this is you never seen them before, but you can tell that they're an agent based on the behavior. Okay. So anyway, the behavior, the presence behavior. So just the presence of a person that you know from before, this one, these people, they see it as an agent, can make you feel harassed. And then it can also be behavior that they get told to do that you will notice if you're harassed. And then it could be a fresh perp. This is the first time this person is used. And it's something that they say or do that has been a theme in your harassment. So this behavior is something that has been a theme where flying monkeys will be saying this word around you or wearing something, okay? So it's called narcissistic speech tactics. So, for example, as an example, and they're more likely to use sensitization theme if you already have like it's a button to push it. It's something that's like a button, okay? And they will throw stuff at the wall, see what sticks. Let's try having the perps with blue or something like this as a theme. We tell the perps, flying monkeys that get sent into supermarket shopping to put something blue on, okay? And then that's not working much. Let's try red. Okay, red, he's there. Okay, that's working. So they will like throw stuff at the wall, see what sticks. And they'll be okay, he's noticed the yellow color pattern and it's like has started to react to it. Be like, yeah, this is understand. It's like, see, now you notice you're being harassed. It's like, okay, now double down on yellow. Use more yellow cars in the harassment. More yellow hat wearing perps. So the perps will have something yellow on the bottom. Yellow shoes or a yellow t-shirt or a yellow hat or something like this. So anyway, that's the point. A way that they can target you is, let's say I go out the balcony now, and there's a lady that lives in the neighborhood that I'm not lady. It's like calling a pig a prince or something like this. So it's, okay, like a woman, okay. There's a woman that I already know this is one of these people that is an agent in the neighborhood that when I go outside to have a cigarette, she walks out and walks past my back and it gets told to do street theater, it's called. Street theater, okay. And let's say, and this is an actual example, where it's like they spy on you. So the program will spy on you so they can make tailor-made harassment themes. And things that are, they can guess, be like, we think this will work on him, and sometimes it's missing. Like, we think that if we fly a monkey, say this to him in the chat, he will be really mad. And then they try, they say, oh, I can tell they're trying to make me mad by saying this, and it didn't really make me mad. And then this can be other things that they know that this is something that a lot of times flying monkeys act like this will get him mad, okay? And preferably something subtle. So Darvo was like, I would appear to be the bad guy. They will like push your buttons on the slide. Narcissistic abusers love to push your buttons on the slide in front of others, provoke a reaction in you. And when you exhibit overt reactive aggression to covert aggression, people don't see the covert aggression triggering the reactive overt aggression. Do you understand? So somebody suddenly pushed my buttons in the chat and I get mad. People can see my obvious aggression and be like, this is a scumbag, or raise my voice. But they so it has a discreditation effect, because it's like, it looks like I'm somehow crazy because I get mad and people can't tell that here's a flying monkey doing something that flying monkeys have been doing and saying for a long time. So it's narcissistic abuse tactics. Okay, it's called. So it's subtle. Okay. So I'm not one of those people who go like, oh, just watch my streams to be able to tell. If you watch my streams, it's going to be very easy for you to see that I'm a total video. No, because it's designed to be subtle and nigh impossible to prove it. Okay. So anyway, here's the point. And like possible dismissible. So one way the point can target you is to use an actual real world example. It's happened several times where I'm in a conversation with somebody on a live stream as a guest. Okay. Poon's panel, I have a podcast with my friend Edward, a trash talker. And it's like we talk about health fitness, which I'm passionate about. And I go, it's like, I really recommend to start taking vitamin C. And then the program spies me, so they know my conversation online. And the person goes, it's like, I've had a conversation with, like, I'm on Poon's panel, and it's like, hey, oh, Mike, vitamin C. Yeah, why are you like making fun of vitamin C? Yeah, I take a lot of vitamin C. And people should look into it, okay? I believe that it's good to take vitamin C every day, supplement with it. You won't just have a glass of orange juice. And it's happened where I'd be like, orange juice, like, I'm getting sick and tired of this, where it's like influencers and ignorant fools be like, yeah, natural sources. You can get enough vitamin C from just drinking a glass of orange juice now and then, or eat an orange, something like this. Squeeze some lemon drops into your tea, and you get a vitamin C in there. And I'd be like, that's not enough for it, okay? It's not that every person in this world is gonna get enough vitamin C from like getting a glass of orange juice now and then, or a few drops of lemon in the tea, okay? So it's like, if it's happening where it's like, yeah, this lemon, like, or like orange juice, if it happens, like, I'm up on a panel and talk about health fitness, maybe vitamin C mega dose is great. Or it's like, I'm on a panel, I'm gonna go get some vitamin C water, and people writing in the chat or someone on a panel, it's like, vitamin C water. Yeah, I make my own. It's like vitamin C powder. I take multi-gram amounts of vitamin C per day, more than a gram. And but well, it's too much. You just eat fruits or something like this. Just eat oranges or something like this. It's like, I'm not getting enough from oranges, okay? Oranges is not enough. And now it becomes of where you notice, like, yeah, this topic, Mike is frustrated by people being like aggressively ignorant when he shares helpful truth with them. Here's what you need to know to be more healthy. This is how much a vitamin C a person needs. This is an acceptable form of ascorbic acid powder. You don't have to have natural, so it's not a natural source of superior. Which it's better to eat an orange than to buy a vitamin C capsule supplement. That's not the truth, okay? So it's like, oh, he gets mad a lot about this, like, people. Not all of them are agents. So like, oh, like the average normie would like scoff at, like, hey, I take multi-gram of vitamin C. You're crazy. That's too much. Taking many grams of vitamin C per day. Like, just have a glass of orange juice is enough. No, then. It's like, there's something that a lot of times when that happens, I get mad. Now, the program knows this is like a thing, like a button to push. So next time that lady, when I go out to smoke a cigarette, she gets sent up by a handler. Hey, okay, go walk by. She's been told or given by a handler a t-shirt with orange on it. And like the last week I had like I'm sick and tired of you people like just having orange. I need more than that, okay? People can't get on, say something I'm like, leave it about. And it'll be like, next time I go outside, that person will be sent out and been told by a handler to have a t-shirt with orange on it, see? And then if I notice, be like, oh yeah, she got told that because they kind of pushing this about the vitamin C orange thing. And now it can be a pattern where it's like cyberstalk show up in the chat and just put a orange emoji in the chat. Or they're doing something else, or the name of the cyberstalking account, the name itself or profile picture shows a flying monkey, okay? And then the behavior confirms it even more. Where it's like they write like orange emojis in it, or somebody comes in and be like, so it becomes like a pattern. It's like people show up and they be like orange, orange, orange. See? So it can be a visual and the word. So somebody can get told fly monkey, somebody I know is an agent. Be like, want to go out smoking, walk up on a handler, and then have like a loud conversation and be like, yeah, I'm drinking a lot of orange juice now, that's all you need, or something like this. And see? And with my personal experience, like my chat, people coming leaving these comments on other panel live streams, it's like I know that these people are doing this to mess with me. But somebody else, that's like if they're watching just this YouTube live stream, and it's like, oh yeah, they're saying, oh, these strangers that I'm talking during a live stream. Like, yeah, just orange stuff. Like, yeah, they said people doing street theater down here. Okay. It was a target tactic. You'd be like, well, you're paranoid, crazy. It's like they just think Mike's heard strangers talk about orange juice and it seems the government's out to get him now. So government gang talk is real, most so-called TSR now. So beware the fakes. And most fake crazy talkers get away with set away with the crazy talk. So in my previous stream, I was unboxing the Sentinel Flying Monkey, and I don't think it was a real Muslim. They just tried to push my buttons because they know that I gotten mad before when I had somebody come to my channel and tell me I'm not allowed to eat certain things. So you can try to switcheroo and what's it called, strawman argument, and be like, well, Mike, you talk about what people should be eating and not on my channel, and I'm a health fitness influencer. You know, like Mike Israel makes videos. You have to do this to get gains, see? And that's on his channel. So if people go to his channel to learn and watch his videos, they will hear him tell, you gotta do this, okay? Now they coming to my channel, my house, my virtual house, and be like, do this, don't do that, see? So they're coming to me and tell me stuff. I'm on my channel teaching you what I want, see? I'm on a real stream, I go, here's the truth, okay? And people that don't like it, oh, I subscribe to my channel, I always talk about supplements, I got bored, I don't want to hear about supplements, okay? They can stop watching my videos, okay? But they probably keep sending people to my channel to put stuff in front of me. So anyway, here's the point. And here's a Mike Tyson quote. Boiling down health fitness wisdom God is happy to acquire. Do not foolishly seek to attain therapeutic effect from subtherapeutic amounts of vitamins or other supplements, which is a good thing that people need to get taught, because a lot of people are trying to get therapeutic effects on subtherapeutic amounts, see? And that's also part of why people don't believe in the power supplements, because if it's like, oh yeah, I take vitamin C before I didn't notice any difference. How much do you take? Well, I started drinking orange juice in the morning, a glass. It's like, okay, there'll be maybe 25 milligrams of ascorbic acid they're getting a day from a glass of orange juice, something like this. And it's like, yeah, that might not be enough to make a noticeable difference. Kind of similar to how I've been promoting creatine for years, being a health fitness influencer. And 10 plus grams, okay? More than 10 grams a day for years, okay? And more recently, I see Rhonda Patrick and somebody that more plays more dates, Derek, be like, yeah, more than 10 grams of creatine, science is now showing that there's benefits to it, okay? And some people could be the same way. If I'm on a panel or doing a live stream, yeah, I'm going to make vitamin C water, 15 grams of creatine in there. And then people go, oh, Mike thinks 15 grams. I bought a can of creatine that says take a scoop, that's 5 grams a day. Now I see Rhonda Patrick say more than 10 grams a day can have certain benefits, according to studies. Oh, you mean like Mike has been doing? Okay. So do not foolishly attempt to achieve therapeutic effect from subtherapeutic amounts of supplements, okay? Vitamins and other supplements. Which means if a person needs 10 grams of creatine per day, and 10 grams of creatine will give them a certain effect, okay? So getting enough creatine, whatever the level is, will have an effect. And if somebody's taking a tenth of the amount that they need to have that effect, and it's like, well, creatine doesn't help. Do you understand? Like if I will talk like a gym bro or like a bro scientist, okay? And I didn't know about creatine. And the guy's like, yeah, Mike, you want to have more gains, you should add creatine. Okay, it's like, let's flash back to like 12 years ago, 15, before I started taking creatine. And someone tells me, it's like, yeah, for gains, bodybuilding, it's good to take creatine. And I have been taking it. And I start taking it. And then I look at the scoop of the bottle. So I like, take 1 scoop, 5 grams per day or something like this, mixed with water. And I'm taking, it's like, well, I don't really know if I feel it's helping a lot. Okay. Yeah. Maybe personally, I had a need of 15 grams a day for me to notice a difference. Like, for me to personally notice a difference. Like, wow, I feel like I'm getting more reps in, whatever the benefit is. For me, possibly it was 15 grams I need to notice a difference within a certain amount of time. But for another person, possibly 5 grams a day could be enough. Okay. So don't don't foolishly attempt to achieve therapeutic effects from subtherapeutic amounts of vitamins and other supplements. Okay. And that's one of these sayings that I've had for a long time. It's like I boil it down, like I've understood things, like what is a short way I can communicate this insight that I have? Because it's a problem that is answering, see. There is a problem. A lot of people are trying to get therapeutic effects or have tried to from subtherapeutic amounts of supplements. People think that it's like, yeah, they hear somebody say vitamin C has been proven to have some kind of effect against the common cold or something like this. Or like something that's like even the mainstream would admit it's like vitamin C can strengthen the immune system, okay? And if they, well, orange juice has vitamin C, because they go to the supermarket, they see an orange juice bottle that says vitamin C or something like this, rich in vitamin C. And they bring it home, and they have a glass of vitamin C, orange juice per day. And so, yeah, I take vitamin C every day. Now, maybe they're getting 25 milligrams from that glass of orange juice. And they might need more than 500 milligrams of ascorbic acid, personally, to notice the difference. Okay? And they're taking 75 or 25 per day, and they're not really feeling like it's doing a lot for them. There's a lot of people who are like, well, yeah, I tried supplements. It's like, they might hear me go like, yeah, I make those supplements. I take vitamin C as a pre and post workout. And it's like, since I started doing that, taking vitamin C, I've noticed how I have more stamina and energy, and I look and feel better and stuff like this. My athletic performance has gone up since I started taking vitamin C. Okay? And they've been wondering if I go to the corner store, they have vitamin C tablets there, effervescent. It says take one effervescent a day. And they get 1,000 milligrams. So notice how I didn't say anything, because I said some people might need 500 milligrams to notice the difference, as an example. And a lot of effervescents, if you go to the supermarket that has effervescent tablets, like vitamin C effervescent, it'll be 1,000 milligrams, okay? See? And a glass of orange juice might contain 25 milligrams of ascorbic acid, vitamin C, okay? Or like 50 or 75 or something like this, okay? So, don't foolishly intend to achieve therapeutic effects with subtherapeutic amounts of supplements, okay? So, and this some people go, well, it's like I bought vitamin C and I started taking it, and I don't really feel a lot of a difference. How much are you taking? Well, I'm taking effervescent today. Well, first of all, I wouldn't recommend effervescent. I recommend that you buy pure ascorbic acid powder. So in an effervescent tablet that contains ascorbic acid, vitamin C, and they have that in the supermarkets, your vitamin C, it's ascorbic acid. See, vitamin C is ascorbic acid. That's the science name for vitamin C. And common strength in the effervescent is 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C. Okay. Then it says take one a day. Okay, on the bottle. Now I wouldn't recommend effervescent. Okay, so it has 1,000 milligrams of ascorbic acid in the tablet, and it also has aspartame, sucralose, and sweeteners, colorings. Okay, and like cake ingredients, things like this. So I would recommend you get a gram vitamin C, pure ascorbic acid water. You buy the powder like I do, ascorbic acid, and you put a gram in water if you want to get a gram, and stir it up in water. And it's pure, it's a gram of vitamin C ascorbic acid, as much as in the effervescent tablet, but without the added chemical sweeteners, aspartame, sucralose, whatever it is, and coloring ingredient stuff, and caking ingredients or whatever it has, like bulking agent, cake ingredients, stuff like that. So it's like I'm holding back when I'm talking about this stuff. Okay, you should watch my Rumble streams, because then I really the power punch is really being as helpful as I can be. Those go to Rumble, because on YouTube I have to hold back a lot with teaching health fitness. Okay, maybe if I had like a degree, MD degree. I've seen Tom Levy go on like a roll. Tom Levy's out here being able to be more bold, and he's been bold on a lot of live streams. Was like, hey, this is the okay, and getting away with it. Now he's an MD that lost his license. Okay, but okay, not because of a lack of competence, but because of having it. Okay, so anyway, here's the point. So notice how the world system will penalize competence, which kind of proves what I was saying before that happened. Colorado doctor disciplined or something like this, chasing or bored. There was something where he got in trouble. And what I was saying before that, it's like, well, I don't think this guy Fauci is the best at health fitness. It's like you really want to listen to somebody who knows what to talk about, but often listen to Tom Levy. If you're into like things like health and preventing health problems and dealing with health problems and staying healthy. And Tom Levy got lost his license or something like this. And he didn't lose it for giving bad advice or being an idiot, as far as I'm concerned. It's for having competence. So anyway, for some reason, Tom Levy have been able to be like more bold in how he's teaching in his live streams that he's a guest on our videos than me without any strikes. And you could speculate like what's going on. Is it because I'm a total individual, or is it that he's got an MD degree? Okay, like he's a cardiologist. Okay, so it's like you can go different ways on that. I've been playing around with the idea of making a video, Tom Levy, natty or not. Okay, see, it's a dirt job, but someone's got to do it. I didn't see Greg Lissette make a video, Tom Levy, natty or not. Okay, is Tom Levy a fake natty? Okay, I didn't see Greg Lissette make a video, Tom Levy, fake natty, question mark. So I might have to do it. So I saw a video where he posts about normalizing hormones. Okay, see, so that's one thing. Another detail is he was in a podcast and he said that he noticed that his personal record in weightlifting, his PR has gone up, like the reps when bodybuilding. So he's a guy that talks about normalization of hormones, testosterone and stuff, has talked about like improving his weightlifting ability. And you can make the case for anything if you use things like other context. So if I like you want there's lies, damn lies, and there's statistics. So if you like want to say Tom Levy's not really natty, you can like take this detail and that and leave out this, and you can make the case that Tom Levy's a rolled out bodybuilder. Okay, this is like a void. But that's like a joke. Okay, it's like a joke, but you don't understand. It's like a reference joke. Or it's like this a big thing, but like people like Greg Lissette is like doing like a format where it's like this guy natty or not. This guy with big muscle on the internet, is he a real? Is he a natural? Or is he like on performance enhancing drugs? Is he taking human growth hormone or testosterone? There's people out like I'm a natural bodybuilder, and then people like Greg Lissette make it like, is this guy a natty or not? Like a natural bodybuilder, natural as opposed to like injecting synthetic, like injecting testosterone into yourself, like some bodybuilders do. Okay, so it's like, I'm not gonna explain. We're explaining jokes now. So anyway, that's the point. I'm not best buddies with Tom Levy. I think he's a Jew, and my heart's desire for Tom Levy is that he might be saved. Okay, if I bet him a record, there has a seal of health fitness, but not according to complete knowledge. Okay, for he must needs believe the gospel, or he will be eternally inflamed. So Tom Levy has knowledge in natural about like. He understands like inflammation bad, oxidative stress, okay? It make you live shorter and suffer. If you have enough oxidative stress, you'll suffer. You can suffer mental health problems, connection between mental health problems, oxidative stress, new inflammation. And toxins cause oxidative stress inflammation. So he knows like in the natural, the truth. There's like oxidative stress, too much inflammation bad makes you suffer, live a shorter life, lose life, okay? if it's bad enough. I mean, if you get poison, if the poison causes oxidative stress inflammation, see, and it robs you of electrons. Now, basically, I'm kind of wordplaying a little bit here. So what I'm saying is, in the spiritual, that's where I come in and I can teach and everything or two. See, so his spiritual health problem is that he does have eternal life, and he's got a problem with inflammation. See, he's gonna be in the flames of hell in a lake of fire forever. Okay, suffering if he doesn't accept the solution. He has to have righteousness imputed unto him, because just as a man cannot produce ascorbic acid internally due to genetic mutation, like flaw, human beings lack righteousness and cannot produce it themselves. So they have to have God give righteousness to them, see? Righteousness from the outside put in you, see? Because you can't produce it yourself. This is what the Bible teaches, okay? This is what the Bible teaches. That human beings' problem spiritually, you have sin, okay? You lack the ability to produce your own righteousness. So you need to have righteousness to have life, spiritual life, eternal life. So you lack righteousness, have sin, and you lack the ability to produce righteousness in of yourself. And if you stay that way, you will suffer extreme inflammation forever in the flames of hell. Okay. So, this is part of wisdom that God has helped me to understand. Where it's like fractality, what you want to call it. Where I understand Christian theology, soteriology, to a high degree, thanks to God. And I understand physical health. And when you understand both of these well enough, you can see like a pattern. Where it's like, oh, I learned about health, fitness in the natural. Man's physical problem leads to death and disease and weakness and suffering. And that is like mirrored in the spiritual. Okay? So put it like this. What does Tom Levy teach? He has an understanding of this. Okay? That a problem in humans is that human beings lack the ability to produce ascorbic acid, vitamin C. Okay? And you need ascorbic acid, vitamin C to be healthy. Okay? And if you're deficient of vitamin C, you can have inflammation problems. Okay? Oxidative stress inflammation, which leads to not having as long as over life if you have these health problems. So the physical health problem in man, what I'm saying is it's mirroring the spiritual. Okay, so here's the physical, and Tom Levy understands this. So if you watch this video, like, this is not for him; he knows it already. But I'm giving this for the viewers too, so you can get it. So Tom Levy has one piece of the puzzle, but he lacks the other piece, the spiritual piece. But for the viewers, they lack both pieces of the puzzle. See, the average viewer lacks both pieces of the puzzle, like the spiritual and the physical. So anyway, so there's like a foundational knowledge Tom Levy has that hopefully you can bridge and build on that and get him to possibly be a little more interested in the spiritual aspect of things. So that's the point. Here's the physical health problem, man. Human beings, due to genetic mutation, have an inability to produce ascorbic acid internally. There's animals don't have a sin nature, which is why the Jews sacrificed animals, because animals don't have sin. That's unique to humans, see. Now God did have rules if the oxen has pushed with his horn before it's been told to his owner, and he didn't put him back or hold him back, stuff like this. There's like things. So you can tell the guy, it's like rules can have rules for animals, okay? But animals don't have sin. Okay, sinning is unique to humans. Animals don't have sin. Okay, which is why the Jews sacrificed animals, because it's something sinless, shedding blood for your sins. Okay, and that's how that works. So human beings, unlike some animals, and I've talked about this for years. Susan Humphries, referencing her work before she was a guest on Rogan's podcast. Okay, so all of you have been laughing at me. Have you watched, wow, that's interesting, Susan Humphries. And it was the first time you heard of her when you opened up the Rogan podcast. You would have knew who Susan Humphries was 6 years ago if you had been watching my videos. Because I've been talking about her and her work on vitamin C and everything else. Okay. So anyways, the point. The physical health problem in man is man has an inability to produce ascorbic acid, vitamin C. And these animals, they don't have this problem, they produce own vitamin C. And if they have stress or injury or broken bone, stressors, they with stressors, they will produce more vitamin C. So it's like the animal is more stressed, the animal will produce more vitamin C. The animal has an infection, it will produce more vitamin C, like automatically. Like upregulate ascorbic acid production. And there'll be like a baseline of this much vitamin C, and some animals can produce more if they lack stress, okay? So, the physical health problem human beings have, like a bad thing, is we have a genetic mutation that makes us unable to produce vitamin C, which is why you have to supplement with it, okay? Which is why you have to supplement. Your body produces adrenaline, norepinephrine, cortisol. You don't have to take a supplement to have your body have cortisol. Your body produces collagen, cortisol, and adrenaline. So you don't have to take supplements to have adrenaline and cortisol and things like this in your body. Okay? You don't need to have like CRP, whatever, some kind of inflammation things. Your body will automatically produce something in response to something going on. Okay? So here's the point. Your body can produce vitamin D in response to sunlight, okay? See? Vitamin C, your body can produce it in response to anything in the environment. You have to put it in your body to have vitamin C in your body. Your body can't produce vitamin C itself. So, the physical health problem in man is human beings lack the ability to produce vitamin C. And you need vitamin C. And that's merely the spiritual, where human beings lack the ability to produce some righteousness. And you need righteousness to live, one, healthily, two. Okay? So you need, spiritually, the reason that people suffer inflammation in the lake of fire is because they die lost. Humans are born with the presence of sin, the toxin of sin, as it were, and lacks the ability to produce ascorbic acid. Or, well, the righteousness, okay? So physical, spiritual. So human beings are born, lack the ability to produce vitamin C, having toxins causing inflammation, oxidative stress, and lacks the ability to produce the antioxidant vitamin C, okay? And they can have inflammation problems, oxidative stress, if they're low on antioxidants, okay? So, this is meaning the spiritual, where the Bible teaches, the Bible says, thou shalt not have homosexual sex, okay? But what if it pictures a female, or so, whatever? So, the Bible teaches that human being's problem is they are born a sinner, lacking righteousness, having sin, okay? And to not have extreme eternal inflammation in the fire of hell, lake of fire, you need to have righteousness. And the Bible teaches that human beings lack the ability to produce their own righteousness. See, you need to have righteousness to not suffer extreme inflammation in the lake of fire. Once in the scripture, Abraham believed there was coming for righteousness. So you need to have righteousness imputed unto you. You need to have God giving you righteousness from the outside, see. It's impossible for a human being to make themselves righteous, okay? You have to have righteousness given to you from the outside, from the external, imputed unto you. So, human beings have sin, lack the ability to produce their own righteousness to make themselves righteous. And that's a problem, which means they're going to die lost, go to hell, and then lake of fire, which is inflammation. Okay, it's fire, being in fire. Okay, your human body being in fire, destroyed. Okay, suffering for eternity. So the solution is what the Bible teaches. You need to have your sins detox removed, as it were. You need to have righteousness, and you can't produce your righteousness as a human being. You lack the ability to. So there's not righteous, not one. They all go out of the way that together become unprofitable. The weight of sin is death. So, the effect of toxins is death, oxidative stress, electron robbing. If it comes to a certain level, it causes death. See? So the effect of toxins can be death. Okay. So, the solution is human beings need to have righteousness given to them, put in them from the outside. So salvation works like this. You trust what God tells you to trust, believe, faith alone. You believe what God tells you to believe. And God gives you righteousness. Okay? It's imputed unto you. So you receive righteousness from the outside. Now you have it. Which means you're not going to have this problem anymore of inflammation, suffering in the lake of fire, hell, lake of fire. See? Now, of these type of things, I have many things to say and hard to be understood that most people don't love hearing. Fools despise wisdom, motion, instruction. We eat the food our own way. But men of understanding attain not the wise counsels. So the reason that I know a lot about vitamin C and health, fitness, things like this, is because I've been attained not the wise counsels. So God has gone. I'm a Christian, suffering health problems and stuff like this. I pray to God for strength and healing and things like this. And God makes sure here's a wise counsel in the natural for you to listen to. Hey, here's a guy called Andrew Saul, Mike, and I discovered him. And so I started listening to him, and I attained unto it, and he has some health fitness wisdom. And I studied, and I don't go, okay, I despise this guy. Like when I found Andrew Saul, and he goes like vitamin C can help a lot. Oh, this is not job, okay? He thinks vitamin C can help, okay? I didn't despise the health fitness wisdom. So most people now are willfully ignorant. So anyway, I'm gonna finish up. I'm a persecuted Christian target individual, and I'm targeted with a secret persecution program called gang stalker target videos. And these people are put up to target me physically and psychologically. So the bulk of the targeting from this persecution program called gang stalker target videos, the bulk of the targeting is psychological warfare, but it's also physical attacks. So I'm gonna do a little bit of flexing so I can go get the screenshot of the sun. The water. Here's another thing I had people before. Try to downplay. I have a perfect body and ideal physique. Okay. And I've had people be like, Mike, keep training, and one day it's like, I'm not aspiring to look like Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's like you don't judge a person from failing at a competition or trying to win that, okay? So I'm succeeding in being who I want to be. Ripped with a six-pack, lean muscle, high testosterone physique, lean muscle, perfect blend of speed, explosiveness, stamina, endurance. So I have the body that I want to have. I'm not looking to be like, I'm trying to get bigger or something like this, like a classical bodybuilder stuff. And somebody wants to be like that, they can be like that. But sometimes people might keep training one day, you look like this guy in the bodybuilder. I'm not trying to reach that, okay? I'm not trying to look like a guy who's been injecting roids into himself and hitting the gym 3 hours a day for years and years and years and years, okay? I'm not trying to have the physique. I have the body that I want to have. I have a fighter's physique. I'm built like Tony Ferguson, pro UFC athlete when he was fighting the UFC. I'm built like Conor McGregor when he was in my weight class, fighting the UFC, a pro combat athlete. I have a fighter's physique build. I'm a welterweight. And you can see the body composition of like fat to muscle ratio and everything else. And punching power, speed, and everything else to watch my videos. So I have a fighter's physique. And I'm not trying to get a bodybuilder physique. Or even like a strongman physique. Now I like being a strong man. But I'm not trying to get like, I'm not aiming to be a guy who's like bending pots and pans as a competition or something like this. So that's not a weird thing I've seen was that people are trying to be like, oh Mike, keep training, one day you'll be like this. It's almost like they're trying to like put words in my mouth. It's like, Mike, you're failing because you're not looking like a pro bodybuilder when you're not trying or wanting to, okay? See? It's like because you're not looking like the pro bodybuilder, so you don't want to have the physique. It's like you're failing somewhere, you need to train more and eat more protein. I'm not trying to be bigger. I have a perfect physique. I'm happy with what I got, okay? Now, I have thought about after I weighed myself. I didn't have a scale for many years. And I was at somebody's house that had a scale. I went to the bathroom to check my weight. And it was above 160 pounds, okay? 160 pounds plus, and I'm 5'11", Okay, with shoes, so maybe 5 to 10 without. Okay. So anyways, the point. And I thought about maybe I'll go to 80 kilos. I kind of just like, okay, now here's my weight, 70 plus kilos. Maybe if I want to have a goal, maybe I'll go for 80 kilos with the same body fat and not being like 80 kilos with fat stacking on that, but 80 kilos with the same leanness and body fat percentage. Like same body composition, only 80 kilos instead of 70 plus. See, now I didn't really like commit to that. I'm happy what I got. So, anyway, this is how people are weird, okay? They have like a need to be like, whatever. So, I'm gonna finish up. I've been sharing things that are priceless and gold. And I might make more videos like this on Rumble. I made videos like this before, teaching on this truth, this topic, like the spiritual truth and the physical truth about man's health, problem and solution, and how it's correlated, how it's mirrored. And this type of stuff I've never seen anybody else talk about before. The thief come not before the kill, to sin, to destroy. I come, they might have life and have more abundantly. I guess I'm one of few people out here that are mirroring Christ in that. Where I've been out here healing people physically, working to warn people about Satan's agenda to poison you and weaken you. Like, hey, the deep state satanic Illuminati have deceived you into eating a high sugar diet, wash your clothes with softener, okay, and not take your supplements. And that will lead to health problems. See, and I'm out here informing people about that, warning them, and then telling, here's what you can do to heal yourself and have more life and strength and vigor and things like this, which is mirroring Christ. And the average Christian is not mirroring Christ at this point. So I gotta finish up. I've already been live longer than I was intending to.